because I look like Macaulay Culkin halfway, and then halfway this dude from Euro Trip. So it's not really two good looking people that are like known for being good looking. So
dude,
kind of
Eurotrip.
you get the card, you get the cards you're dealt.
That movie. I have not seen Eurotrip in.
I know that's such a deep dig. I'm having to look it up.
Oh, it's such a good fucking movie, dude. If you haven't seen Euro Trip, that is like
Jack,
low-key one.
Jack, you're kind of spot on, bro.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
dude.
So, yeah, I mean, Nick, do you have any celebrity doppelgangers? Anybody look like Nick?
Yeah, dude. Fucking, I look just like Jake Gyllenhaal. One, I look like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Get the fuck out of here.
I look like Jake Gyllenhaal in fucking from what is that movie, the boxing movie, bro, dude. I can't tell you, I mean, ask Shan, how many times I've been called and told I look like him since we've been going out is amazing. Look up fucking him.
That's such a nice compliment. Jake Gyllenhaal, man. I get Macaulay Culkin, fucking A,
dude. Jake Gyllenhaal,
and then Stu, you get some kid from Halloween. That, I mean,
when I had long hair.
So when I worked at
it was the Rob Zombie ones.
Yeah, dude, get the fuck out of here. When I worked at
it does kind of look like your ass.
River City, that's all they call. So they called me Jake, and they called me John B. That's what they called me. The black chicks called me John B, the R&B singer, and everybody else called me Jake for Jake Gyllenhaal. That's what literally what they called me.
But before all that, he was risky business.
Risky business, baby. That
when Nick puts on some Ray-Bans, he's risky business.
Yeah, it's still business. BIDNESS. Yeah, that's a good one. What we want to do, boys? I don't know. What are we gonna do?
What are you up to today?
Well, it's voting day here in America. Midterms. Fucking went right after I got off of work. Stood between two construction crews. So like I
feel like midterm ballots are like always just like voting for something that like I don't quite understand, and I'm like, it's like, let's build a new park inside of this like county that I don't live in, yes or no? And I'm like having a hard time justifying a no vote, other than I just think
parks are cool.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like I just am. You guys know me. I'm just not like trusting the government to do a park right. So I'm just like, maybe I don't vote for the park, but maybe that's why am I cynical for that?
Yeah. St. Louis County, we got a little cute, our own sticks. Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
What was the big vote in St. Louis? What's the big vote in St. Louis on? What are you guys going to pass weed?
Amendment 3?
Yeah, I hope so.
Is that on the ballot in Missouri?
Yeah, Amendment 3.
Oh shit. So what would happen? Is it fully legal if it's passed?
Yeah, fully legal
with a 6% sales tax.
So are they thinking that's going to pass in Missouri or no?
I have a feeling it's going to pass.
I do too. Like we were talking about it before Sham went to work, and it just feels like it is. Like it just really feels like
it's a lot of money. This is the year. Down.
It's just funny to me because like weed's been legal in St. Louis for like 25 years. Like this just seems like a formality at this point.
It just
you know what I mean?
Way.
Yeah.
It just felt that way because we drove around everywhere.
St. Louis city cops especially were not the guy, like they would not be pulling you over for fucking weed.
No. Nick's seen me talk my way out of reeking of weed. To a cop. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, I would assume that it's gonna pass. I'm excited. I guess we're gonna find out. Do we find? Is that tonight? Is that like a 1-day thing? I mean, I know we'll get like the idea tonight, but like,
yeah, I mean, we'll know definitely by the time we wake up tomorrow morning.
Let's fucking go.
Sure. You guys will have a crazy New Year's there in Missouri when that law goes into effect.
Like I said earlier on Twitter, I said Missouri, please vote yes on this so that I can go ahead and just start right back up.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I'm probably still gonna. I'm just gonna keep getting it cheaper on the side. So it's like, I'm just like, it's cool, and I'm so happy that it's a thing. It's because we're making progress.
You just put it in a bag that's like from the dispensary when you you're riding around. You're like, I just got this shit. What are you talking about?
What the fuck is it? I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, But
nothing changes.
good shit. I'm glad that like nothing changes besides I fucking don't have to worry about it as much. But
Are you guys getting Are you guys getting sports betting yet?
I mean, goddamn, here we go. Like honestly, I mean, I would take weed over sports betting probably, but
is that on your list of priorities? Is betting?
It's one of those things where like
weed's
it's close,
right above betting.
It's close. Like
I already bet.
I would. What?
But you already bet on sports, like
no. So I can do like I can do like fantasy daily sports, but I can't do like sports books. So like I can do FanDuel shit, but like I can't download the FanDuel sports book and play because sports betting. So like for us, the queen like Casino Queen, it's legal in Illinois. So the Casino Queen, fucking nobody wants to go to Illinois, but they've got a DraftKings there. So it goes there and fucking people go over there and put their bets all the time and then just come home.
The Casino Queen's moored on the Illinois side?
Yep. Yeah, you got to go.
It's right,
literally right. Yeah, it's right across the bridge. You have to go across the bridge into Illinois, right across the river, and you pull into the
drive
Casino
down to that.
I've only been there once or twice. It's really weird. It's super small. Like you can't smoke inside. Like, I mean, I don't know if you can smoke. You can't. I don't think you can even smoke in River City anymore. But like, you couldn't smoke inside there even like back then. Like you had to go. They had like an outdoor.
I think there's a pretty good logical reason why. I mean, you're on a fucking boat.
Yeah, I mean,
in a river.
Yeah, for sure.
In front of a city that had a boat fire problem a while ago.
Dude, it's a raggedy piece of shit. It's not a nice casino, but it is a DraftKings. So I mean, they got what most other people around here don't have. So
it's just so weird because Tennessee doesn't have weed, but they have sports betting, and your guys about to have weed, but not sports.
Don't fucking jinx it. No, watch it. Let's hope we get some weed.
Yeah.
We're gonna wake up like 70-30. Fuck, like we're nowhere close.
A bunch of mail-in votes coming out of Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah,
we're counting up.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. They're like, it's actually more illegal than it was. It's not even medicinal anymore. None of that shit. Like it's just fully illegal. Yeah, it's just gone.
Green and Christian counties fucked us.
But you're gonna get free heroin. So government sponsored heroin.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, here's the clean needle. Every corner's got a clean needle clinic.
Yeah. But the weed's fucking illegal.
Yeah, but the weed's illegal. They're like, dude, don't you dare smoke that shit over here. They're like, but
if you want to test your methadone, we got it right here, brother.
We got you right here, big dab. Oh, but yeah. So what else is going on? We had another death fucking this week. Another celebrity death. Aaron Carter, Big Daddy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We forgot days after. Holy shit!
I totally forgot he looked like that.
I totally forgot he existed again.
I mean,
I remember he existed when he died, and then a day passed, and then
then you forgot again,
dude.
Yeah, that dude's his parents fucked him, man.
Dude, are they gonna laser remove those tattoos before they put him in the dirt?
Hell no,
dude.
Oh, I didn't know.
What the fuck? Like, yeah,
my cousin Jonathan, dude, he has some prison tats on his face. When they buried him, it was weird, dude. You hadn't seen him in a while, so he was looking rough.
So was it like Aaron Carter just couldn't swim really well, or what happened?
I mean, he got the coke numbness. That's what happened. He got the sniffy sniffs. That's what happened.
He didn't take that corner. He didn't take that free test on the corner before he fucking took a trip to the bathtub.
He didn't hit the clinic.
He didn't drown in a pool. He drowned in his tub.
Yeah, which means that so AKA
he can't swim.
Well, he sniffed a bunch of fucking coke in his and when you sit, I mean, dude, you sniff a bunch of coke and some hot water, like, dude, your body goes numb, and you fucking nod out like that. You know, I mean, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna find out that this dude was high on something and he slipped under the water.
Yeah, he didn't have coke money though. Have you seen any videos of him performing like in the last year?
I don't know, dude. He loved candy.
Yeah, he loved candy, and he just, like I said, he just fought on that fucking. He just had that little boxing. He's been still getting little opportunities. I mean, like, I still think that I think he could still at least have people around him that could give him
I like how the pot leaf tattoo is covering up like one of the words that's written on his head. Like he didn't want that one. He was
He's
just
like the pot is more important than whoever that was.
I think that's I think that was soul. I think he just wanted to cover his soul up with the weed.
Let's just say is Prince, Love, Freedom, Karina, just random shit. But I saw a video of him performing at like a gazebo in a park, and there were literally like 13 people there. And I saw this a couple months ago, and I was bummed out then. And then you see he's dead, and you're like, damn, this dude is just.
You think Shaq's gonna go to the funeral?
I hope so.
like everybody,
the one Paul Bear.
Like everybody who was at the Aaron's house party just shows up.
Shaq's the one Paul Bear. He's carrying the casket like a fucking cooler at a cookout.
I think there will be a lot of people coming out of the woodwork to support our boy Aaron. So may he rest in peace.
It's a tragic story, dude. His parents took all of his fucking money.
Yeah, dude. His brother was trying to put him in a conservative ship at one point. Remember?
He probably needed it, to be honest with you. But yeah, Nick, you know, he got fucked by the parents, and he cut off all communication with him. Aaron was the one that kind of kept trying to fix the relationship with the parents, but he became 18, and you get that what do you call that, the Rooney law or whatever it's called, the child actor law, where the parents have to save like 20% of your earnings as you're a child, and then you get it when you're an adult. He was owed $20 million when he turned 18, and there was only $2 million of it left.
That sucks for him.
Yeah, you know, all that work he put in, and his parents lived really well off of him.
When I was a kid, I went to a birthday party, and there was an Aaron Carter cake. It was like his face was on a cake. Not this face, not this face. Like back when he was like young, you know what I mean? And so
Nick's birthday cake in February is going to have that face on it.
I saw Aaron Carter live, dude. So
what?
Yeah, Z1077 Fest when I was young. I saw there was like a Z1077 Fest at Riverport back in the day, and Aaron Carter, Nickelback, like, dude, it was like the biggest, like early 2000s.
The who's who of who's a douchebag,
dude. It was like the wildest fucking. Michelle Branch, I think, was there. Like, dude, it was like the it was like
Z1077 had a festival.
Yes, they did. They had called
that 1 year.
Yeah, for like one year. I wonder if
are they still around?
Z1077? Yeah, Z1077 is still around. I want to see if I can find
Nickelback on Z.
Z1077.
That's hilarious,
dude. That's when Rockstar was probably fucking #1 song in America.
Michelle Branch.
That song does bop, and I'll admit, Chad Kroeger does a song with fucking Steel Panther called "It Won't Suck Itself," and it's fucking awesome,
dude. It won't suck itself.
Yeah, dude, that song's fucking metal as shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the because I have a T-shirt back, dude. I'll have to find that, like, the bill, and I'll send it to you.
He was in the. Everyone at work was like, "Well, the kid that was in the Hillary Duff movie, was it Lizzie McGuire movie?"
Yes.
Yeah, he kissed Lizzie McGuire on the lips, dude. It was fucking.
That's like what everybody remembers.
Moments of '90s history or early 2000s history.
I've always just known him as Nick Carter's brother.
Nick Carter was in the Backstreet Boys, right? He was not in.
Still is. Right?
Oh, are they still playing? Oh, they're still milking that shit.
They're still selling out arenas.
Yeah, well, I think they came back. They were gone for a while. They weren't like consistent. They haven't been consistent. Like, that's for sure. They definitely stopped performing for a while.
They performed the night that Aaron Carter died, and they decided to keep going and went on stage. And like, it was a pretty touchy moment with a little tribute to Aaron and Nick up there crying and shit.
Dude, you know, it was even sicker of a tribute. 50 Cent did a tribute to Takeoff, and then played a song he's not even on. So how fucking sick is that?
That's sweet.
That's pretty sweet.
And because it's 50, you know that was probably on purpose.
No, it was like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
he seems like he's such a smart ass.
Well, you know how, so there's like that viral clip of Takeoff going, because they're like, you know, why weren't you on why were you left off Bad and Bougie? He went, I wouldn't let off Bad and Bougie. And they're like, what? He's like, I wouldn't let off Bad and Bougie. Like, he mumbles it. Well, that's the song. So he was like not on that song. It's like one of the Migos' biggest fucking songs, Bad and Bougie, and he's not on it. and 50 Cent's doing this fucking like Europe tour right now, and he had like these huge pictures of Takeoff, and that's the song he played. And it was just like the word, you know, it's just like the
just
worst
to tribute to you with the fucking one. Yeah,
he's like pull up the Spotify. What's the most played track? Right?
Just hit the first fucking song you play. One. Just click it, dude.
That's fucked
but
up.
Yeah, oh well. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. I hope you got candy.
Also the dude who shot the dude who shot Takeoff got fucking killed already.
Yes, he did. The rumor.
What was his name?
Lil Cam is what it's just the rumor. I mean, like, who knows about all this, because like it'll never ever probably be confirmed. But yeah, apparently the kid got fucking killed. And you know, it's probably you know, a lot of rumors are that Jay Prince had this done because like you know, we talked about it last time. Eventually he had to do something. I mean, the two guys getting, you know, this is more of like a, you know, we do have this situation under control moves, if I had to guess, you know, like a don't doubt us, you know, we got this under control, and then they took care of him. But you know, it is what it is. Street justice. What am I saying?
It's like when the dude got whacked in Goodfellas. What's his name?
Joe Pesci?
When Joe Pesci got whacked, he's like, dude, he went too far. He killed a made guy.
Yeah, well, that, and I think that, well, a lot of people say that he, you know, well, there's videos of that Jay Prince Jr. So he was Takeoff is arguing with Jay Prince Jr. when this all popped off. Like, so that's like the argument over like who can beat who in bad. It was like a petty fucking argument, and so that's kind of like, and this little Cam guy, there's videos of them like they're like he is part of Jay Prince Jr. They're like cool, so like, you know, they're like close friends. So like, you know, the fact that this was this guy and he's so close to Jay Prince Jr., it's kind of like, what the fuck. So in the midst of this argument with Jay Prince Jr., so a lot of people say that like, you know, he killed the guy for Jay Prince Jr., but then Jay Prince Jr. had to have that guy taken care of. But you know, who the fuck knows? I mean, we don't. It's wild.
The streets are wilding right now, dude.
Dude,
I mean, at least in H-Town.
Speaking of murder, breaking news: Cain Velasquez is out on bail.
I saw. Yeah, I just fucking. So I was just talking about that with my buddy before we got on here. How fucking crazy would it be if he just brutally murdered that dude?
Can you give me the lowdown again on exactly the whole situation? Because I don't think I know the full story.
So everybody's on his side because, I mean, obviously, so Cain Velasquez, like niece or something, got molested by some guy, right? For like a long fucking time. So Cain Velasquez, I mean, he's a literal weapon, okay?
Yes.
Like he is a weapon.
Former heavyweight champion of the world.
Former UFC. I mean,
beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar.
With barring injuries, dude. He is very well could have been like the best heavyweight of all time.
One of the best wrestlers that's ever wrestled.
Yeah, I mean, if this guy, if his body wouldn't have given out, I mean, who knows? You know, Cain Velasquez. I mean, his trilogy with JDS, Junior dos Santos, is one of the nastiest trilogies of all time. But anyway, so he could fucking kill this guy with his bare hands.
And that's not what he did.
And like a fucking idiot. Like, here's where Cain Velasquez made a big oops, okay? Instead of fucking beating this guy to death or whatever, I mean, literally anything else.
Right.
He chases him in a car, in a fucking
was
car
he like
chase.
Was he hunting him down?
He's hunting him down. Finds
him
in a car with his father-in-law, or the guy's father.
Yeah.
So he's now chasing this guy and the guy's ramming the car, all this. I mean, it's like a fucking movie.
Pins the car, gets out of the car, unloads into the car.
Shoots into the fucking car. Doesn't hit the guy that molested his niece. Hits the dad.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Just blind fucking rage.
Like, dude, come the fuck on. Like, even at that point.
That's such bad luck, though. You're going to go unload a clip into a child, like a pedophile, and you just end up.
And you miss him every time.
A hail of bullets just into this car, and not one of them hits the dude you're trying to hit.
Not one of them hit the guy you wanted to hit.
Talk about a magic bullet. I mean, Jesus Christ.
An accurate striker, but not an accurate shooter.
I mean, holy shit. Like,
You have
so
to feel like some kind of dummy after that, but
yeah, so obviously he gets arrested for like attempted manslaughter or I mean, I don't know what the fuck it was, but
man, it
I
can't be
mean,
manslaughter because
No,
he like
it was
literally
murder.
hunted the dude
yeah.
down and shot him.
So whatever
Yeah,
the
the whole
fuck.
Manslaughter's like,
premeditation of the thing.
oops.
So
Oops,
he's
I unloaded this clip in you.
this guy is, and he's obviously fucked. I mean, like he's playing off this like sympathy thing where like obviously like everyone would have done the same thing. Like we all agree with like why you did it, but like Jesus Christ, the execution.
Well, you
Come
remember
on, big dog.
that video from the 80s? It was like this
Yeah, Jody,
guy getting off
whatever.
the plane,
Yeah,
and
you
the
ever
guy
see
was
that video,
hiding in the
Nick?
telephone booth. You ever
Yeah,
see this?
yeah. Talking about the guy
Like,
who
why,
turns around
Gary?
and fucking
Why?
yeah, and he shoots him in the
And
fucking
the
as he's
judge was
getting off the
like,
court.
"You get
Yeah.
probation for like 6 years. You're good."
Yeah, that's what he should have done, but he didn't do it. He fucking
Yeah.
shot some guy that had nothing to do with it.
So yeah, that's first degree attempted murder.
God, the 80s, back when you could bring a gun to the airport. The good
Oh,
old
yeah.
days. God.
Yeah, that's a wild video, actually. He stiffened that guy up immediately.
One of my favorite videos of all time.
Yeah, it's a good one.
When could you not bring fucking guns to the airport?
When did they quit letting you smoke cigarettes on the plane?
That's when freedom died.
Dude, I remember flying in planes as a kid that still had ashtrays and shit.
I do too. I don't know if I was alive during cigarette smoking on the ashtray.
don't-
You weren't,
I
but
do
the ashtray
ashtrays for
the
sure.
ashtrays were fucking welded. Remember, they were welded shut.
Yeah.
You couldn't like pop them up after a while, and then
there was one in the bathroom.
They
I remember
replaced
like
the seats all
flipping it open and
entirely.
shit.
That's so
Yeah.
wild. Like, could you imagine or like smoking at a fucking hockey game? Like every time I've ever take my dad to a hockey game, it's all like about 5 times a game. He'd be like, "Man, I used to smoke in here," and I'm like, "Dude, I know, like I get it." Like, I mean, but
you know how many darts I used to rip in this place,
bro? Do you know the freedom you'd have to feel just to smoke a fucking cigarette and watching a Blues game or any sporting event?
I've heard so many stories about the old Checker Dome, or when people would go see the Blues play there at the old arena,
fog,
or better yet, go see like Uriah Heep or Santana or Rush or some old band, and you couldn't see the roof. It was just this haze from weed smoke at the rock concerts, from cheap ass cigarettes at the Blues games. You can never see the wooden roof.
See, that's the thing, man. Even when I was like smoking cigarettes back in the day, like I was I always felt weird like smoking cigarettes and like when there was kids around. You know what I mean? Like in a public place. And it was just like I don't know. I not like I felt like I was setting a bad example or something, but I was just like, it's always weird. But it's just like how far we've come from fucking people just like ripping fucking darts in the middle of the fucking arena 24/7.
Like there used to be smoking sections.
The half wall at O'Charlie's just fucking
that did not protect anybody from anything.
Yeah, dude, that was once I mean it killed ginghams, you know what I'm saying? It killed ginghams in South County.
Dude,
R.I.P. ginghams.
When you couldn't smoke a fucking cigarette halfway through your meal, like, and then finish your meal, like
if Dottie can't smoke cigarettes and blow them into your face, then what are we doing?
I was just talking about ginghams.
Rest in peace, Dottie. I mean, we
not that I checked it on her, but there's no way.
She's not dead. so we're just gonna go ahead and rest in peace, Dottie. We're gonna give her a shout out and say rest in peace to Dottie because there is a 0.0% chance that bitch is still alive.
Gingham's is where we used to play Yeah Bitch, right?
Yeah, dude. Gingham's is where everything used to happen. Gingham's is where there used to be people. There'd be somebody born next in the in the fucking booth next door.
Booth over.
One time, Nick and I were like 16 years old, and it was just when Nick got his license. And we were driving around South County all the time, and
the Honda or the Acura.
We ended up.
This is the Acura. The Honda was not around long, so remember I totaled it.
So long story short, we went to Gingham's after like one of our young teenage smoke sessions, and we get up to Gingham's and we sit in the corner booth, and Dottie comes over, and we must have reeked because she walked over and she said to us, "You guys smell like you just got sprayed by a skunk," and me and Nick were like tweaking from her saying that. We're like, oh shit, we're caught. Oh fuck. Like, what do we do? So Nick and I, no shit, we walk up, we stand up and we walk out of the restaurant. And as we're walking out, I don't know if it was you or if it was me, but one of us like tripped over a fucking chair and like literally like, I think it might have been me. I think
it had to have been you. It wasn't me.
Because I think I looked. I think I looked. I think I looked. I think
a cool customer.
I
Dude,
think I
was
looked.
always
I was.
cool
I like
cat.
looked back. I like looked back at the table because I was like, "Oh shit, we just left without ordering anything." And then I ran to a chair and like fell over.
See, I could have swore we
Dude.
ordered our food and then left. Honestly,
No, we
I'm
didn't.
almost positive.
I don't. I think we may have ordered drinks and then we left.
Yeah, dude, fuck Dottie. I'm here to say fuck her. Okay, like that girl called. I mean, look, it was like a you when you went through the doors of Gingham's, it was a judgment-free zone. Okay, if you want,
it was like a high-class Waffle House,
dude. If you want to fucking, I mean, seriously, like it's one of those places where like midway through your omelet, you couldn't find a vein. You just you look behind you, and go, hey, buddy. Can you help me for a second? You know what I'm saying? And they'd come over.
Tie this off?
Can you fucking can you taper this bitch real quick? And they would, and you just go back to breakfast. It was like one big McDonald's play place for fucking delinquents at when the sun went down. And
if you weren't under the influence of something at Gingham's, there was something wrong with you.
Get the fuck out of there. I mean, it's good food during the day. Don't get me wrong. Like it is good food 24 hours a day.
It's great gravy when you're fucked up.
It's great. Fucking, and nothing was better. The 2 biscuits and gravy, because they had the sausage gravy, and then I always slid my plate. I always got hash browns, and I slid the hash browns on top of the biscuits and gravy and mixed it all up, and then I dipped it all. I scooped it all into an English muffin. Holy fuck, dude! Like my ass is sweating talking about it. But
my mouth's watering thinking about the buffalo chicken sandwich.
Dude, so I've got a friend that I won't name, but his parents. So before it was Gingham's, that place on the one in South County was Gingham's. It's called Perkins,
right?
And
that's where my mother and father met.
So that was you, yeah. So that's funny. Isn't that funny? Because his mom and dad. I have another friend, other than Jack, whose parents also had their first date at Perkins. And
you got to remember that was the place.
Yeah, it was the fucking place.
It was the place that was still open late at night. When you went over to Illinois to drink late and you crossed back over that bridge into Missouri after a late debauchery, Gingham's was a place that you could still get some food in your stomach so you weren't so hungover the next morning.
Dude, and like it was just a fucking and to have 2 bangers in a row. Okay, it's like it's one thing to have like say like Perkins was a banger and then like Gingham's wasn't, or Perkins was a dud and then Gingham's like revitalized it. The fact that that was like a long-standing 2 names banger, like consistent banger, like it's so so our front office is chiming in, so you guys can't see, but he chimes in down there because he's a fucking mute.
Hey.
See, there he is. You just got to provoke him.
I just don't want to disturb the flow.
You just got to provoke him. But he is sliding us information as we go. And there is, there is one Gingham's left, but it is not. I've been to all of them. I've been to the one that's still out there, but there's really no point.
My uncle owns it.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's the one that he is. I thought it was the Manchester one.
No, he owned both, but they closed that one.
See, I didn't know
burgers over there.
I didn't know he owned the
St. Charles Gingham sucks ass.
Because I remember going to the Manchester
fucking
one.
Awesome. I love the one in St. Charles. Dude, also, my grandpa had a heart attack and died in the South County parking lot of the Gingham's Perkins.
Dude, I mean, we could have led with that.
That died in that parking lot.
Yeah, so there's a lot of family history with me and Gingham. So
it was almost like that's so fun. So it's like your mom and dad like happened there.
You think your grandpa haunts it?
Your grandpa,
now it's a Starbucks.
Now it's a Starbucks. Yeah, it's a fucking stupid ass Starbucks.
And a sleep number, dude.
Look what they did to my fucking boy.
And like the worst part about
they massacred my boy,
dude. And like it's so the Starbucks is the most popular fucking Starbucks. It's right there. And like when that goddamn you go there in the morning, and like if you're trying to make that left from Lee May Ferry onto Lindbergh, if that line is long, like it literally you can't turn because
it's just for Starbucks.
It's just a Starbucks lane now, and you're just like, fuck.
You know
where there's like fucking Starbucks, Stuart? You'll never believe it. You'll never fucking believe where there's a Starbucks.
Where?
In the Deerbergs parking lot in Four Seasons. It's a small little like I mean, it's like this hip looking, like small Starbucks.
Just a drive-through.
It's like a little drive-through Starbucks, and it's like at the far end of like the parking lot. So
now it just backs up traffic on Olive.
I'm sure. I've only drive past it in the middle of the day when I'm out there. It's like middle of the day or mid-morning, so after the rush. But dude, I could only fucking imagine what that between McDonald's and Starbucks in the morning. That has got to be just a death trap on Olive.
Dude, fuck Starbucks, dude. Their coffee sucks, and yet everybody it's just back. I fucking hate Starbucks.
Their CEO ran for president last election cycle, or he was going to. That guy was fucking wild. Do you guys
I wish he won just so he'd get assassinated.
Yeah, dude, fuck
that guy. Fuck Starbucks.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, now that I do the whole steep in the cold brew thing, you know, I mean, I do that like consistently.
Do you do cold brew like tampons up your ass?
Yeah, so I just brew it.
Like just right with the Claret, just brew it in with the Claret in.
Yeah, I just fucking home. It's a real home.
Like you're reloading a black powder rifle.
It's a straight up homebrew, baby. So,
dude, have you seen the true life?
Packs it.
Have you seen the true life of the couple who? There's a true life of a couple.
Butter. Dude, it's like she's out here stirring, but it's like I'm like churn, bitch, churn, and she's just
tamping it, dude.
It's fucking. It's like a crime scene. I have to put those like plastic wraps on her shoe. It's a fucking mess, dude. But anyway,
there's a true life of a couple who. There's a true life of a couple who's addicted to giving themselves coffee enemas.
Oh yeah,
and they have like a little funnel, and they're like laying on their side. And
wait, this is real?
Yes. There's a true life. I'm addicted to coffee enemas. It's fucking hilarious, bro. And there's this the woman.
What?
Yes, the woman says she's like I was the first one to do this, and then I told my husband about it, and her husband's like, he's like this guy who stays at home all day on a computer. He's like, yeah, just like really was having a crash at 2 p.m. every day, and I just really needed I'm like, how the fuck do you get from that to that? Like, dude, like bro, I'm having a hard time staying awake. You know what I
can't focus on the spreadsheet, babe. Go ahead and pop a thumb up my ass.
Hey, honey, can you brew up some Folgers and pour it down my ass crack? I'm fucking I'm feeling fucking
yeah, he's like, I thought she was weird at first, but then I tried it, and he's like getting lightheaded just thinking about it. Fucking weird.
I'm getting lightheaded just thinking about it.
So as a good front office, I was looking up, True Life Coffee Enemas to pull something up, of course.
Yeah.
Did you know that they make coffee specifically for enemas?
Hell yeah, dude.
Can you drink it if you're not an idiot?
It fucking tastes like shit though.
What's it called?
Pure Life.
Baby. So your life must, because you're reborn after that.
You've learned something about yourself.
I'm sorry.
You've literally tapped into a part of yourself. It's like, remember last episode we were talking about if you've crashed into like a part of the Pacific Ocean man's never been. It's like that. You've tapped into something that you didn't know even something primal.
How many degrees of separation is it from coffee enemas to your wife putting on like a dragon's tail and a strap on and just fucking you silly?
I mean, she's got to really drive that coffee into you somehow.
How many more moves does it take to get you to that point?
Dude, Pure Life Enema is America's coffee enema store since 2012. These dudes, America owned and operated. Thank God. I don't want to put anything Chinese up my ass. But 3 different roasts, because not everybody is the same. All are accepted by Gerson's Institute since 2015. All
if it's accepted by Gerson's, I mean,
dude,
they're the leading name. They're the leading name in
it's Gerson's double certified organic.
Gerson's is the fucking leading name in fucking science technology for coffee enemas. So if it's got their approval, then I'm fucking right in it.
Strongest.
It's air roasted. There's no chemicals, mold, or fungus. I mean,
but they have mushroom coffee now. So what if I want some fungus?
Dude, the enema strainer.
Dude, it's like
that is so. I would be vomiting as I do this. Like I have the weakest. I'm a bitch when it comes to like my stomach.
It's because you're not taking coffee enemas, bro.
Front office. Can you Google what the benefits of a coffee enema as opposed to just a normal enema are.
Can you go ahead and add one of each of those to cart too before you leave the page? Could you go ahead? Could you go ahead and make an account?
We'll put it on the company card.
Yeah, could you go ahead and put it under the pop?
I think we finally sold enough shirts to get a bag of
one bag of butt coffee. Dude, and we could who's gonna live stream it? Not me. Nose goes. Jack looks like it looks like Jack and Chip.
Oh, so close.
Oh shit. I guess it's me.
It may help boost immunity.
Oh, I definitely believe it can relieve constipation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doubting that in the slightest, dude.
Boost
pouring hot water into
why
your
does it
shit
boost
pipe.
immunity? The only reason it boosts immunity is because you are purposely putting something in your ass that shouldn't be in your ass. Like that is a foreign body.
It removes
of course it's practice.
Yeah, and adds new ones. That's all it does. It just takes out the old ones, puts new ones.
Do you think you use cold coffee or hot coffee?
It better be warm.
It's got to be mid. Yeah, I don't want it to be too cold or too hot.
What? So are you guys saying you want it to be like, I don't know, 98.6 degrees or something like that?
That sounds
so it feels like a human a little bit, when she puts it in the dragon dildo and then presses the inseminator button and it just ejects the fucking coffee liquid into your fucking rectum.
Look, dude, I feel like if I already have my legs over my head and there's already something get slid in, guess what? If I've come that far in my life, I'm backing into it.
Dude, straight up. You gotta go. I am pushing into it.
98.6, baby. Let's go.
Dude, what if you were just doing it to treat your depression? They're like, have you gone to like a therapist or a doctor? You're like, I'm gonna try the home remedy first, and then I'm gonna seek counseling.
I look at this and I go, you can just jerk off and feel the same way. You're like, I feel lighter. My stress is gone.
I don't know if beating off treats cancer though.
Yeah. You play with your balls, make sure there's no lumps.
Yeah, or you've missed the lump and you're just making it worse. They're like, dude, you're like, we could have probably removed this tumor, but it looks like someone's been beating the fuck out of it. You're like,
someone's been beating it.
Someone's been hit. My bad.
You missed it. You were too busy pouring coffee in your ass.
But yeah, well, so where do we get? So Starbucks. I mean, so where the fuck did we even? How did we get to this? So I remember we're talking about Starbucks and then
Four
talking
Seasons
about
has Starbucks.
Yeah, talking about Four Seasons. Yeah, how gentrified. Yeah, Four Seasons was. It's very.
So what would you guys rather? What would you guys rather do? Wait in that left lane to get to Starbucks, or stay at home and pour coffee up your asshole?
Stay at home and pour coffee up my asshole.
Oh, I'm waiting in the Starby line, dude. That's a guilty pleasure. I mean, I don't.
You and your lady like Starbucks.
I don't hate Starbucks. She
likes.
But ever since we got the Nespresso, she doesn't. We don't go to Starbucks ever. I mean, we have got so much fucking espresso downstairs. It is ridiculous. I mean,
last time I was crashing at your guys' place, you got onto her because she kept going to Starbucks while still having like a full drink of Starbucks in like the kitchen counter.
Yeah, that's her favorite. Coffee. It's her favorite thing to do. If anything, it's her to drink a little bit of it and not drink the rest. And Starbucks was the worst. So now it's perfect because the Nespresso, she drinks those little, the little glass Nespresso glasses, and she just she takes it to the fucking head. It's all good, quick and easy. See, I pour a double shot into my coffee that I brew in the morning, and it's just a fucking to-go cup of happiness. It starts right every morning. Nespresso is one of the best things I ever bought.
Damn, dude, you should be we should be a spokesperson for them. Get that Nespresso money.
Dude, between Liquid Death and Nespresso, we got you. We got you.
Nespresso, are those the really small pods?
So it depends. So there's pods that are kind of, they're smaller. They're like kind of like an oval, half oval, and like mine are like they're like the Verdano. Yeah, and like we have like someone that takes like special cups. So like it's good shit though. I mean, and she orders them straight from Nespresso now, and we get like these big ass sleeves, and they send you a bunch of free shit. But
Your Italian ancestors are rolling in their fucking grave.
With the instant coffee.
Just disgusted that you would not make your own espresso handmade.
Dude, well, one of these days I'm gonna pay when I
You
have
know,
money. I'll just pay Italians to live with us, grind me coffee,
I was thinking
churn
about
my
it.
ass.
You know, I was thinking about Italy this week, and one of the things I don't think Italy gets a lot of slack. That we cut Italy so much slack because they were right in it with the Germans in World War II. Man, you know what I mean? They were. You know, Italian. Nick's not going to fucking admit the Italians did anything wrong. I can tell by the look he just gave me. But the Italians were in it with the Germans. Mussolini and Hitler were best friends, dude.
And Mussolini got his pretty good. Hanging upside down from a tower. That was pretty good.
How the fuck did we get here?
I talked about your Italian ancestors rolling in their grave, and your Italian ancestors also were with my German ancestors somewhere back, and
Look, my Italian ancestors are happy that I took a step from Starbucks to Nespresso. So shut your fucking German mouth, okay, and let me be great, okay? Because that's what we're doing. We're over here. I'm over here steeping my own goddamn cold brew. Jack, what are you doing? Okay, I got a batch in the fridge. I got a batch next to it, brewing.
Ready to go.
Take Adderall like an adult.
Brewing. And you know who taught me how to steep coffee?
An Italian.
No.
You.
You.
Me. Then I don't have any Italian in me.
Yeah, and now I'm drinking the fucking Ronico World's Fair coffee. It's pretty titties.
I taught you how to make cold brew. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't for that.
Yeah, I steep it, baby. Don't roll your eyes. I see you down there rolling your eyes, Jeb.
Please.
So what else we got? What else we got? Chat. But well, I guess did somebody say Elon a second ago?
Someone pulled up a random photo of Elon.
Yeah. So Paul, I guess. Oh yeah, that's what it was. The FO front office. Well, I guess while we're on that, I guess we'll talk about it. So now that we're a week further into fucking Elon on Twitter,
it's not getting better.
Dude, he's fucking it all up. A week from, I wouldn't even say I was for it, but I was like, okay, let's see what happens.
Where it goes.
And he fucked it up.
What do you fuck up? Did I miss?
Dude, it's just like
as soon as he let a bunch of people go from Twitter. The very next day, he was calling people to come back to work. He had fired too many people, and he realized that there's no longer anybody to run very integral parts of the system, and there's no one to help him to realize his grand vision for Twitter. So he fired too many people on like a knee jerk, on impulse, and so he had to start calling people back. And some of them, I'm sure, took the offer. Some of them told him to, kick rocks.
So this is the big. That's the big fuck up. Yeah, what's the big fuck?
The big fuck up here is that he is 100% clearly, obviously doing all of this shit on he's making shit up as he goes. This is literally okay. So think about this. Think about this. A couple days ago, when he bought Twitter, everybody's like, "Oh fuck yes!" Everybody's coming back. Trump's coming back. Kanye's coming back. The fucking free speech is coming back. Everybody's gonna be able to talk shit, do whatever the fuck. It's gonna be a goddamn. It's gonna be, Twitter's about to be just lit as shit. Then, everybody, and then it turns into, now we're gonna. Well, hold on a sec. We're gonna do this $8 a month thing where we're gonna charge people for the little check mark. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. I don't care about that type of shit anyway. But you find out, what I said last time, that all of the things, the downsides and the flaws of that. And he's like, and then it starts to bite him in the ass, and everybody starts making these accounts. They're like, okay, well, watch, if that's how you want to do this, and we'll just all start impersonating you on Twitter. Well, now now you can't impersonate people on Twitter, and now he's going after the people that are it's kind of like, it's just like, oh, okay. Well, now as soon as he sees the bad side of it, he doesn't understand the bad side of anything. And then when it shows its ass, he addresses it. And it's like, you clearly didn't come into this with any kind of idea of what the fuck we're doing, because now he's taking Kathy Griffin and people off that are, that are just impersonating him. But before he didn't give a fuck about that, but now it's affecting him. So now it's, now we've got to address this.
Kathy Griffin, she changed her picture to Elon. She changed her name to Elon, and then she posted, After much spirited discussion with the females in my life, I have decided that voting blue for their choice is only right. Parenthesis, they're also sexy females, by the way. A lot of people negated to notice that it said at Kathy Griffin, and they were like, "Fuck you, Elon, you fucking bootlicker, blah blah blah. I knew you were a fucking lib, blah blah blah." Blah. He got upset because people thought it was actually him, and then he immediately implemented any impersonation of any kind is no longer allowed. He's just making up the rules as he goes.
Well, now
Dude, there
like,
was that time that one fucking guy, I can't remember his name right now, but he was on Twitter and he fucking made the post. He changed his name to the CIA, and on Martin Luther King Day, he said, "Hey, we're really sorry for killing Martin Luther King," and he got his fucking account taken down right away.
Yeah,
and
well,
also,
and they go ahead.
Well, and then also last night, Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter himself, gets banned. Why? Because he did, he's doing the Weird Al Yankovic movie, and he changed his account to Weird Al to promote the film. Well, now that impersonation is no longer allowed on Twitter, they had to suspend Daniel Radcliffe's account, and even Weird Al Yankovic was like, "What the fuck's going on? It's clearly parody."
Yeah, well, I saw that, and like, well, in the rules to this blue check mark, like, here's the thing: he comes out and tells everybody this little idea for this $8 blue check mark, and then gets everybody all riled up, and then he comes out and he realizes like all the riled up and all the bullshit that's come with it. And, like, nobody's really happy with the $8 thing. Like, you're either on the side of the fence of like, I don't care because like it's just a fucking check mark and I'm not going to pay $8 for check mark, or you're part of this crew, this crowd that's like, oh, fuck that, I'm not paying this, and all pissed off. I don't think there's anybody that's on the side of like, oh, I'm so fucking excited, like, that's a great idea, like, this is like, nobody's really pro this. So he realizes this, and now he's like, okay, well, the impersonation thing, if you buy the check mark, if you change your name on Twitter, you all of a sudden lose the check mark upon review, for a short amount of time while they review your account, but then you can get the Twitter check mark back because they got to make sure that you didn't change your name to impersonate. It just sounds like a fucking shit show. It's just like, why are we making this so hard? And I think he's starting to realize that this may have just been a $44 billion mess that he probably could have just stayed out of. Because in the long term, I do think he's going to turn this around. He probably will profit. It's Twitter. People are going to use fucking Twitter. Now, maybe not big companies right away.
I'm having less and less hope for it now as it goes on. Because again, I was another guy who's kind of like, I don't like him running it, but again, I'm open to seeing what he can do with it. But $44 billion invested into something that hasn't made a profit in years, and his business model is to charge $8 a month for, and also it's when you have the check mark, your tweets and all that are going to be moved up further into the search results.
Yeah, the algorithm and
the algorithm will grab your stuff. So it's almost like people who aren't doing the $8 a month are kind of getting, for lack of a better term, shadow banned. And so people are really not happy about that either. Like, I sure as hell am not going to be paying $8 a month for Twitter that I was using for free beforehand.
Well, yeah. Well, and I just saw Adele just posted something on Twitter a second ago about, right before we got on here, about he's like talking about putting a paywall on Twitter in front of Twitter altogether. Like, and it's like, I don't know how true that is. I didn't click on it or read it, but it's like, I wouldn't put it past him. Who knows?
Well, no, because maybe he realizes that he cannot save Twitter. So for now, he's just going to try to grab as much money as he can on the sinking ship, and hopefully that'll make enough for him to kind of like break even on this investment at least.
How do you feel about Jack? You're sitting over there. You look. You got the Jeb Bush. You look upset. You look like an Elon. You look like you're the guy who's about to go, well, you know what?
I think that he's just like he's not worried, man. This is small peanuts. He's got to get some alimony money over to Amber Heard so she can be taken care of from this Johnny Depp shit still.
What is his net worth though? Like, so 44 billion, that had to have been a fat amount of it, right?
It's all liquid though. So his net worth fluctuates so much.
So, I don't know. Fucking Twitter's not like, I don't know. I can't imagine that anybody who's has like IQ above 100 gets spooked out by fucking impersonation celebrity accounts. So I mean, banning them sounds kind of fucking stupid to me, if I'm just being honest. And then like I don't know, Twitter kind of sucked already for like the last like I don't know. I think Twitter's kind of sucked since like 2017 compared to what it was beforehand and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If he can make it a little bit better, then whatever. I just don't think it's kind of too soon to tell for me, at least on all this shit. Because like I feel like there's always going to be growing pains when you have somebody take over a $46 billion company or whatever the fuck it is. So I don't know. That's just kind of my look at it.
I think the only social media platform that is healthy right now is probably TikTok. Facebook is dying, Instagram's dying, and anything Meta. Snap is dying. Does YouTube count as social media?
Yeah,
I think okay, so that's doing okay. But in regards,
my vlogs definitely count as social media, dude. have you guys not seen me vlogging lately?
Dude, I think they're sick. I usually take off all my clothes before I watch them, though. So it's fucking, and my eyes are closed. But
just go to Jack's Peyote Rants on YouTube and click that in the search bar, and you'll find it.
Yeah, dude, super sick. But you won't find him on Twitter though, because he was banned for showing his asshole on peyote. So so he's not. So Daddy Elon took him off. So they paired that with his at Mac Janning account and fucking RIP. So he's just banned altogether. But
I don't know. I just think people are like going to be stupid on the internet, and if they moderate it decently, then I don't know where anybody else would go. I mean, I heard that the former CEO, Jack or whatever, he was apparently he's creating a new social media website to rival Twitter. So I always think it's like, I don't want to be the guy who's like joined like a social media website that doesn't take off. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of like lame. Like I felt like a real
STLpunk.com.
Yeah, or like Parler. Like imagine being the dude who like was like, hey, maybe there will be an open discussion website, and then all of a sudden like 18 articles come out about Parler, and they're like, this is a white supremacist website, and it's just like some dude's dad who was like, oh, I just love social media. And yeah.
Have you ever joined a social media platform that failed?
Bebo, MySpace.
You had a Bebo?
I had a Bebo and a MySpace, bro.
I don't say MySpace was the only thing.
Zanga, remember Zanga?
Oh, Zanga was.
Nick,
maybe I didn't have. No, I didn't have a Bebo.
Zanga,
I had a Zanga. I had a Zanga. I think I don't have a Bebo.
Yeah,
Isn't Bebo is Bebo the black one, like the one like where black people go on?
Yeah, that's what that was.
What was that? No, I thought that was. I honestly thought it was like for like black people.
Yeah, Bebo. That's basically it is.
I thought one of these like stood for black.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, Bebo was mostly black people.
Right. What was Zanga's thing?
Zanga was like,
was that Chinese people or something?
Holy shit!
Dude, I remember my song on Zanga. It used to play "Panic at the Disco" when you went to my Zanga back in the day. I'll never forget that. Fucking.
Right when you log on to your page, it was like, I chimed in.
Like, actually, it just started with the little chimies at the beginning.
Hell yeah, dude.
From the top.
top.
Nick, did you have a vampirefreaks.com account?
No, I didn't. I did not. I didn't do any of that. I didn't have STL Punk or any of that shit.
I didn't RIP STLpunk.com.
I used to code Jeff Hardy backgrounds into my MySpace, so everybody knew.
Yeah, I was big on MySpace. I love MySpace.
That Jack 2 was an enigma.
I would make my bulletin, and it would be like, if you don't send this message to everyone you know, a little girl's gonna come through the mirror and slice your cock off.
If you don't send in the next 10 seconds.
10 seconds, everybody's like, fuck.
I never had a lot of. I mean, I had a MySpace and a Facebook, and that's when I started getting into it and shit. But yeah, dude, I'm trying to get into this TikTok shit. I'm telling you, that's where it's at now. That's what I'm trying to learn.
The dances.
When I wake up and Nick sent me like 4 TikToks overnight.
Dude, I'm fucking about
like, Nick's getting it. Yeah,
dude. Well, my sister fucking. I took her to the batting cage because she started a select baseball team, and I took her to the batting cages, and I was asking her, I'm like, how the fuck? Show me how this shit works. And she was like, because she's 14, 15, she's about that shit. Right. So yeah, she's teaching me the ways.
Yeah, I saw that she's following us now.
Yeah, well, I made her do that. I was like,
we need a number.
yeah,
And
I was
you're
like,
not
don't
allowed
really
to
watch
watch
all our. Yeah, I
anything.
was like, don't watch any of the shit. I'm like, just follow it. I'm like, stay
Just
far
mute, just
Follow
mute
us,
it.
but mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
stay far the fuck away from whatever you see off that. All of it's a lie.
It's all jokes.
It's all jokes. Well, I guess I mean we got about 20 to 30 minutes left. Let's get into some sports shit before we do get out of here. I mean, we brought up a few things to talk about here as far as sports. Before I do we want to talk about titties or do we want to talk about Brett Favre first?
First of all, let's just get through the Brett Favre thing.
Okay, because I think we can end on
this
a
is getting
happy note.
so outrageous at this
Dude,
point.
Brett Favre. Okay, so we're all Brett Favre is a piece of shit.
Wait, why the fuck did you include the Hitler one? What the fuck? That wasn't supposed to be there. He combined the motherfucker.
He combined both photos. So on the left is Brett Favre, on the right is Brett Favre as Hitler.
I'll Hitler.
And I mean, honestly, they're comparable at this point. I mean, Brett Favre's out here fucking acting a
6
fool.
million Jews between the two, but he's on his way.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Like, so Brett Favre
is a supervillain.
Is straight up a real life supervillain. So this guy's out here scamming motherfuckers. What was the? I mean, I feel like now all I can think about is this one. But what was he scamming the first part? He was scamming
using funds dedicated to the most needy
for COVID relief,
for the most needy populations and the most needy people of the state of Mississippi. Where they were relegating those funds to help build the college, the university that
University of Mississippi's volleyball
for, build them new facilities, like a $2 million facility for volleyball,
which is dope.
You
need sand for volleyball.
And now today apparently he had two what was it? So what is it? He had two companies that he was working with that fucking
they had basically concussion medication.
Yeah, concussion medication that they were basically lying about the results.
They were exaggerating the effectiveness of.
Yeah, for profit. Yeah. So who knows? We don't know. I was there a architect project for this one, or was this just something? Was he just pocketing this? Was there a function we were throwing?
He was a building. He's invested in both of those companies, so any profit.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's getting a piece.
Yeah, but he turned the other one into a volleyball stadium. What did we turn this into?
Cold hard cash in his pocket, like those speaking engagements where he talked to nobody and still got paid very handsomely, which is the same bullshit that Ted DiBiase and his son got caught into.
I don't know, dude. I trust Brett Favre. He's got that. He sold me on the fucking copper fit. Then now you're telling me he's got these Alex Jones.
He's like, I got the Wrangler jeans. Tablets. I got the fucking copper fit, motherfucker.
You guys got all these businesses, and your ass are
acting like he's not an entrepreneur.
You're acting like he's not an entrepreneur. He's trying to give the people what they want, which is watching women play volleyball in the state of Mississippi. Okay, and you guys are trashing a good man who. Yeah, okay, maybe he sent pictures of his dick to a journalist before. So what? Haven't we all done something like that in our past?
Maybe
let he who has not taken a picture of his own dick and send it to a reporter cast the first stone.
Dude, who didn't like
which I believe is a classic saying.
All right, let's get him as Hitler off the screen.
Nobody gives a fuck about volleyball in Mississippi, but I tell you where they do give a fuck about volleyball.
Let us know.
Wisconsin.
Dude,
I don't know.
And why?
Dude.
Tell us why.
Now, shout out to the
guys
ladies.
in Mississippi come out in droves to watch their sisters play volleyball, dude. They will watch their fucking.
Jack will be heard.
Jack will be heard.
Keep getting talked over. Can't take it.
Now, the ladies of the very talented ladies of the Wisconsin Lady Badgers volleyball team, they're currently on a 12-game win streak.
Obviously, not the girl in maroon.
They're tied for first in the nation now in national rankings. The national tournament, championship tournament starts December 2nd. And these ladies are starting to, and they're heating up at the right time where I think they might repeat their championship. And all the while they are now breaking attendance records at their games, and who knows why?
Stuart knows why. So tell us.
Wait, why?
Because the whole internet got to see their titties.
Yes. So
Last month.
someone, basically, I guess there was a huge leak that came out of this goddamn team, and these girls have got a thing for shaking their ass and titties in the locker room, putting it on camera.
They were celebrating their championship last year.
So somebody hacked it and put all their shit out there, and after the leak and everybody saw them naked, their attendance shot through the fucking roof.
They're breaking attendance records.
I mean, they're literally breaking records.
They have OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Just fucking dudes fucking buying pictures. Now they're actually living out their lives as fans. That's pretty awesome.
I mean, they literally, and like the fact that they just, because I guess they embrace this. I have not followed this very much. Like, I know
there is a federal investigation going
for who did this, I assume.
They're trying to find out who leaked it, and obviously they're going to get charged. But it seems like these girls are really taking it in stride, and they're playing their best volleyball right now. Like
who is another top volleyball team? Who is like their rival now?
I think they're tied with Texas. I believe.
So when are we going to see the video of the Texas people scissoring each other?
If they win,
they got to win first. They got to win first. They got to get on the
Wisconsin.
Fucking. Yeah, I mean, you can't just. There's only one. There's only room for one whore volleyball team, Jack. Okay, and it's this one.
Damn.
You got to knock off the.
So insensitive.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. The other thing that I want to talk about is obviously the fact that the Indianapolis Colts have turned into a goddamn. I mean, this is just like we're winging it, baby.
Show.
Talking about fucking. We're literally just. It's like playing. We're just playing like The Sims.
Your guys' AFC South darlings, the Colts, fucking imploding quicker than I could have ever predicted. Even my Nostradamus review of the AFC South didn't call for a firing of fucking their coach and replacement by a dude who has literally only coached high school football. He's the first coach since 1962 and never coached at the college level or at any level at the professional level.
I was trying my best to try to find somebody in media, in sports talk today that could defend this move, and I could not.
Stephen A. Smith did. Yep. He
always has to take the
to be the counterpoint.
Yeah. Just to be the guy. Yeah. He actually that's funny you say that because he I was just looking at this before we got on here. Stephen A.
And this is nothing against Jeff Saturday, who is a great player. I'm sure he's very smart. I'm sure he knows the game. But again, no experience.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had called him like a brilliant mind or something like that, and he's happy for him. What the fuck did he say? I'm incredibly happy for Jeff Saturday. He is a brilliant football mind. He knows the game of football inside and out, and we wish him nothing but the best. Like, that's basically all he said about it. It's just like,
can somebody look up his Wonderlic score? I actually want to know if he's smart or if he's just a dumbass. Not a lot of people have that, like a Wonderlic on as a coaching profile, so we could figure out just for sure how smart Jeff Saturday.
Well, there's always that. We always go back to that clip of Peyton Manning tearing his asshole out on the sidelines, telling him just to play center.
Bitching. Yeah,
he's like, "You just play center,
the damn ball."
Yeah, just snap the damn ball.
Snap the damn ball, Jeff. Do your job.
And then
you gotta run it.
Today I saw that clip where Peyton's on that, him and Eli, and he's like, man, Jeff Saturday loved the double tap because he loved when I spanked him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff does
not have a reported Wonderlic. Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
We have to
You're a center. Snap the fucking ball. I don't care how dumb or smart you are.
Today they announced who was going to be the play caller. Fucking some goddamn.
Yeah, some 30-year-old.
Some guy who made calls in NFL Europe.
What, fucking Kellen Moore?
30-year-old Parks Frazier. He played quarterback at Murray State, where he got a computer science degree in 2014. He held assistant jobs at three schools before joining the Colts staff in 2018. At 30 years old, Frazier is replacing Frank Reich as the Colts offensive play caller, promoted by Jeff Saturday. So he was an offensive He was part of the offensive at Arkansas State University.
What did he major in?
Christ. Computer science.
Computer science.
So you're telling me, because I listened to Frank Reich's press conference when he announced the decision, and he said that the reason I like Jeff is because he's not afraid. Because all these modern day coaches, once they have experience, they become scared and they run to analytics. And then Jeff Saturday literally hires a guy who's in analytics.
So this is how they worded it. So when they announced it, Tom Pelissero, they called him a 30-year-old game specialist and assistant quarterbacks coach. Pass game specialist. He's a pass game specialist.
Dude, he's probably the next McVay.
This guy's gonna have all just all of the offers next year.
He's gonna moneyball this fucking Colts team next year.
Any potential blackhead coaches out there, forget about it. Okay.
Yeah. You're not.
You got a dude who went to Murray State and he's got a computer science bachelor's degree.
Not a chance, bub. Not with this guy. Oh shit! By the way, the elections are coming in. 65% for fucking Trudy Bush Valentine. Let's go. Recreational weed is up 60-40 right now, 28,000 to 18,000.
Those are small. If the reports are coming in already, those are the early ones. So those are smaller counties, rural counties. That's a good sign.
Is there going to be like a free beer if the Bush lady wins?
Probably not.
Fucking, yeah. Good shit.
Like she's get like if she wins, is she gonna come out in a stone cold Steve Austin like with the fucking beer hose and just start spraying in victory?
What beer did Stone Cold drink back in the day when they were throwing beers up in the ring?
Coors Light, right?
Coors Light, yeah.
They were Coors.
I think they were Coors Light.
Damn, Stone Cold.
I think WWE had some Bud Light for a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, Coors. I did not like Coors when I was back for like the longest time, but like by the time I quit drinking, I liked Coors Light. I thought it was
as long as it's super cold.
Yeah, it has to be super fucking cold. What did I just see? Oh yeah. By the way, so we're not gonna really talk about this, but the Blues fucking suck since the last. I mean, they're fucking terrible. We're not even gonna really talk about. They're 3-7, but the only reason I bring it up is because we're down 3-0 to Philadelphia right now in the end of the second.
Jesus
so we're 3-8.
So we're 3-8.
So I mean, there's a lot of people right now who are having a really slow start to the season, and obviously Ryan O'Reilly's taking a lot. He's shouldering a lot of the blame. Dude, this is what I was fearing with the Kyrou contract, where I'm like, God, dude. I mean, it's early in the season. It's early in the season, but right now I'm like, dude, this is not panning out how a lot of people were thinking it was gonna.
When he's scoring 100 points in like 2 years, I think we'll all be like a lot happier. Even if our team, I told Nick too, I would love nothing more than to have a St. Louis Blues team that is just so dog shit at defense, but we score
no defense,
all the fucking offense. Time. Like, just give me the Edmonton Oilers. I would be entertained every night. I don't care if we lose fucking 8-5. Like, I want to watch that game every night. So,
God, I was
dude. Ever since Ken Hitchcock has been the coach of the Blues, we have played dump and chase conservative style hockey every year. I've watched them consistently.
That Mike Yao shit.
Yeah.
Well, I got tickets for tomorrow. Like I said, for Thursday, San Jose. So
and at least the Sharks fucking blow. If there's two teams in the league, if there are two teams in the league that are worse than the Blues, it's the Sharks and Columbus.
So, no, Coyotes are
better than the.
They're doing decent this year. They're playing, dude. Their arena is so fucking hilarious. The Mullet Arena. They're playing in front of 5,000. They're playing in front of 5,000 fans.
You see their fucking. You see their goddamn dressing room. It's like a room with folding chairs.
No shit. That's
so sad.
These dudes have played in junior hockey arenas in Canada that are bigger than that. Like
they had nicer locker rooms while playing in
Saskatchewan, dude.
Yeah,
like fucking Nova. These are like this is a step down from Nova Scotia beer league shit.
God, it's so fucking funny. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. Yeah, fuck hockey. I'm not even. It's not hockey season yet. It's not hockey. It's basketball and football season. We won't talk about. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much. The Cavs, baby. Their Cavs are 8-2. I mean, look, I said that they were going to be hot as shit and be a contender in the East this year. Did not think they're going to be this fucking hot. They lost last night. It was that's a rough loss for sure, especially with 98% chance of winning with 4 minutes left. But it's a young team. Too much Darius Garland, not enough Donovan at the end. But Darius is 22. Shit's gonna happen.
You know,
But
I always think there's an easy choice between good and evil, and then they throw a World Series between the Phillies and the Astros out in front of our
yeah,
faces
so
and act like we
yeah,
have to fucking give a shit. So fuck the
dude,
Houston Astros. I mean,
and we
great
had to
that
see
they.
them win again, dude.
I didn't
Fuck.
watch a game of that shit because I just fucked both those.
I didn't either, but I was upset to see the Philly. I fucked the Phillies, but the Phillies do have nasty throwbacks, and when they wore those powder blues, I was like, they can't lose in these, and then they lost. Absolutely fucking terrible. Well, then bring it up, front office. But going along with this, Mattress Mac. Yeah, okay. We got a video from the FO. Here
This
we
is
go.
a message for you, Jack.
That's awesome.
Hey, what do you have to say to everyone who still considers the Astros cheaters? Fuck y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's
Well,
the news, like, perfect. Well, all right.
God. Well, the Astros still make my fucking skin crawl, and I'm disgusted they won. But Mattress Mac won the biggest sports bet win in history. 75. What do you say? Put down 10 million, 175.
75, yes, sir.
Jesus Christ! And like he had like, did you see him? He was bringing like nuns to the game and shit. He was bringing like groups of nuns to the game with him. Like,
wow,
what the fuck? But yeah, Mattress Mac 75.
That's who I want to be when I grow up, dude.
Mattress Mac.
That guy's my fucking hero. Imagine just like betting like millions of dollars on the Super Bowl. How like could you even enjoy the fucking game? Like World Series games or Super Bowl games, but when you know you have $1 million on riding on the fucking outcome.
Not a fucking chance. I can barely enjoy football. I love football so much, and even in our $50 fucking fantasy leagues, my
Right.
$100, $200 I spent on fantasy this year, I almost can't enjoy football because like I'm sitting there to like I'm just like one eye on red zone, one eye trying to watch the Browns or whoever the fuck ever I'm watching, and it's just like, you know, it's like with the front office, you know, he's a Browns fan. We all love Nick Chubb, but he's a cockhead just like the rest of us. You know, Nick Chubb will run in a touchdown and he'll be like, "Oh, I wish that was cream." You know, and it hurts. It still kind of hurts. No matter how pro something you are, there's always that like fantasy burn.
I've been trying my best to avoid that. I am pleasantly surprised with how good my team has been this year, but I'm just trying to enjoy football.
I get big dicked every single week. Everybody puts up 200 points on me. It happened again last week. Happened again every single week.
They do pour it the fuck on you,
bro. Everybody just cracked open a can of whoop ass. If I was in the other division, I would be like 4-2 right now or something.
Stewart's crawling up on G with this bullshit points against. Your points against is ridiculous. Like it's none. You're not facing. I am shitting on everyone. Oh yeah,
Stu doesn't face fucking everybody. Fucking
I'm like 200 points above
everybody.
I'm facing everybody. I mean, look at it. We're fucking 9 weeks in. It's just that no one's showing the fuck up on me except for G.
Well, you showed, yeah. Well, he beat ever since I lost to Stewart. I dropped 200 4 weeks in a row after I faced Stewart. Like literally, have done nothing but skyrocket, and now I'm like 200 points above everybody in points for. Like I'm shitting on everyone, but it is what it is. I get you last week of the year. Don't worry.
You do?
Yes.
Cool.
So
I can tell you, points for doesn't get you much anything.
Hey, okay, Mr. 4-4, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, wait,
look, who won Michael Pittman? I don't want to fucking hear it from anybody.
Who won the Brother Bowl?
Jeff Saturday is his coach now.
Yeah,
who won the Brother Bowl?
Oh, don't even
front office.
Come on.
That's the front office, baby.
Okay,
come on.
Yeah,
your brother's team fucking blows so hard.
He set up for the future though. Fat. I love Alex's team as far as the future, and now with Claypool being out of Pittsburgh, it's George Pickens time. So
I'm working my way to drafting Bijan Robinson, boys.
I'm fucking working my way downtown, walking fast, Big Daddy. That's what I'm doing. I need to start looking into next year's draft. I know it's fat.
Yeah,
a
lot of good running backs, some pretty good wide receivers, and a couple decent quarterbacks.
Dude, I don't have to look at quarterback for the next 10 years. I got Joe Burrow, and then I've got up and coming fucking MVP Justin Fields, who's just laying it thick.
I thought you were gonna say Malik Willis. I was like,
Well, I got Malik hanging out down there too. He needs to learn how to play football, but if
throw the
He's a
fuck
project.
off.
He's a project, man. Tannehill. If Tannehill was in that game, fucking, we would have won by 10
Well,
points.
that's
Fuck
what
Kansas
everybody's
City.
saying. Like, him getting hurt was like the best thing for Tannehill in general, though, just because like it's a small injury he's going to come back from, and now we got to see just how big of a step there is between Tannehill and Malik Willis.
It really made Tannehill look good.
Yeah, Malik just needs to learn how to throw. Malik had some nice throws, but like he's just young, and I mean he's from Liberty. You got to give him a chance. So
true that.
But I'm trying to think what else. I had something else I feel like I wanted to chat about as far as sports, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, the goddamn fights this weekend. So UFC 281.
This is a big card.
Or not 281. It's not 281. What the is it? 281? What number is this?
Or 282?
What is this weekend's fight? So Stylebender, Alex Pereira is this weekend. Huge.
Yeah, it's
one of the big. Is it 281? Okay,
Poirier and Chandler. Wow.
Yeah, Chandler. Do we got it? Can we pull up the card for that, big dog?
1 second, honey.
No,
yeah, these are some big
281 and 282 are both. I mean, are stacked cards.
Yeah, so we got Izzy, Alex Pereira. So Zhang Weili, Carlos Esparza, which God, it can't be worse than the worst. Last Carlos Esparza fight, so that's got to be good. I think she gets knocked out. Poirier Chandler, the first round of that's going to be disgusting. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen after that?
Do you think it goes further than that first round?
I think Poirier either knocks him out, because here's the thing: Poirier used to be such. So Michael Chandler has never learned. They're like the same fighter, same as like Eddie Alvarez. They go in there, they just fucking go. There was no technique. They're fucking going in there, testing their chins. Michael Chandler's getting clipped in every fight. Poirier was getting clipped in every fight, like when he got knocked out by McGregor, knocked out by Michael Johnson. Right. Eddie Alvarez wobbled in every fight. Dustin Poirier is one of the only guys that said, all right, enough of this, and actually learned how to fucking, and actually, he's always been a great boxer, but he cleaned it up. He is like he has some of the cleanest chaos fighting I have ever seen in my life. While you're in there fucking slinging and banging, he's still using head movement. He's still he's still keeping composure. And it's fucking incredible. So, like, I mean, it showed in the McGregor fights. McGregor wasn't able to go in there and just fucking, he's a guy who he's not getting him up. Well, he's not fighting off emotion anymore. And like, he goes in there and he keeps a level head. And that's the problem about Michael Chandler. Chandler is a great fighter. Love him, out of St. Louis, but
he like prematurely smells the blood in the water. It seems like sometimes and puts himself in these really compromising positions because of it. Because like he thinks like, especially what was that, the championship fight?
Oliveira.
He thought he smelled blood in the water there and fucking rushed him and got fucked up because of it. And he pulled it off with Dan Hooker. That was one where he kind of rushed in and ended up paying off. I guess that's just part of his. He kind of calculates that decision is worth it for him to do something like that. So I like I said, like if he has that mindset though, and first Dustin Poirier like that, it could go just one round. Like you were saying, like these dudes could just be throwing hands and decide to they're going to take it in that first 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think if somebody's getting knocked out, it's definitely Chandler. Then we got my boy Frankie Edgar down here basically his going away fight. It's like his retirement fight, which you never like to see anybody with. I mean, like when retirement's on the other end of that fight, I feel like there's.
It's sad. Like, he's a legend.
1 foot out the door thing, and they've always said fighting's not one of those things you do with 1 foot out the door.
You gotta be.
You don't play. Yeah, and Frankie Edgar, and he's just he's not looked good. So who knows how this is gonna go? And Dan Hooker's been beat by everybody lately. So who the fuck knows?
Dude, the undercard is not bad. Molly McCann is in the prelim.
Love all Meatball Molly, Renato Moicano. Look at that. They got Dominic Reyes, Ryan Spann.
Molly's a big underdog in this fight.
God, I love her, dude.
I don't know. Maybe put some money on that. That could be a big payout.
Brad Riddle, yeah. Brad Riddle was supposed to fight. Who the fuck? Bo Nickel.
Didn't Dominic Reyes, wasn't he the one who fought like John Jones a couple years ago?
So Dominic Reyes fought for the belt, and it has been and almost beat him, and it has been all downhill since then.
Jesus Christ!
I was gonna
say he's number 7 now. Like
he's lost like
Dude, he tagged Jones a couple times.
What was I'm
in that
saying?
fight.
He
He almost
beat.
won.
So
It went,
well,
to, it went to a decision, right?
There's people who think he won that fight. So like it was a close. It was a very good fight, and everybody's like, "Oh shit!" And then he literally just fell off. I mean, getting finished. I mean, it's not good. So, but yeah, UFC 281 could be this week. Yeah, back-to-back good ones. The last one was a good one. This is gonna be good. I'm excited.
In
and this one's
Madison
at,
Square Garden too.
yeah, and it's at normal fucking time. It's not in Abu Dhabi. We're not waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning to watch it. Even though I had COVID last time, so that worked out perfect because I woke up and couldn't breathe, propped myself up, and just watched fights all day long.
Dominic lost to John, then he lost to Jan Blachowicz, and then Yuri.
Yeah, Blachowicz, I'm pretty sure knocked him the fuck out.
Yes, he did.
Those are good opponents, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's still fighting top guys.
Yeah, I'm saying all things considered, that's not the worst fall from grace to have.
Right. I mean, it's not like he's fighting cans, but it's like he's getting finished. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like he's.
This should be a bounce back for him, probably. You would think, maybe not though.
Relegated to a prelim card bout.
Yeah.
Against. I don't know much about Ryan Spann, so.
Yeah, I mean Ryan Spann's nice. He's got hands. I mean, he definitely if he catches Dominic, I think old Dom Mike is yeah. So we'll see. So yeah, UFC 281. I'll definitely be tuning in. I'm sure, like I said, I know Andrew and I will be watching. I don't know. I'm sure we'll just give you guys we'll be giving you guys the recap next week. But other than that, is there anything else we want to chat about? I'm scrolling. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we missed. I think
that's all I got.
That might be it.
Today.
Stu, you got anything you want to tell these beautiful people out there?
No, I'm losing my voice. I got much to say.
Well, hopefully, I hope all your votes go exactly how you guys want. Okay, because I don't live in Missouri.
Yeah, dude,
I'm in rural Missouri, so half the ballot was Republican people running unopposed.
Neat.
Yeah, it was a little lighter.
I wish
up
Jeb
here.
could have ran unopposed. You know what I mean?
God, Jack, you really do look cute in that photo. Is that an Abercrombie shirt you got on it, or is that what is that? A Maryville College? No, I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about the Jeb one, the one where you're that Jeb conference in the back. That gray one you got on.
That is not me.
But anyway, yeah. So anyway, hope you went out and voted tonight. So if you didn't, can't bitch. If not, yeah, we don't give a fuck. We're not here. We're all delinquents anyway. But what we do give a fuck about is follow our goddamn show. Tell a friend. Just follow it. Even if you don't, hope you like the content, but we
just
need
like
numbers.
our shit.
Like our shit. We need
follow us and then mute us.
Follow us, mute us. We don't give a fuck. Watch us on YouTube. Scroll all the way to the end. Let it fucking for the last 10 seconds. Let it trail off to the end. Get us views. We need shit. Okay. We need viewers, but we're trying to give you good shows. Okay.
#1 podcast on X Hamster.
Okay. And we didn't, and you don't do that without consistency. So we're doing something right. So tell a friend, like, subscribe, click the bell, do whatever you got to do. Yeah. I mean,
the front office is pulling things like this, man.
I mean, yeah, and nobody else has got a fucking top tier VIP front office with Kamaru Usman in the shadow. We have Kamaru Usman in the shadow
already, always in the barrel, right?
Preloaded,
and the newest edition.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We need to crop it and really zoom in on a.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed for the people. But anyway, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Wednesday, we'll be dropping this. Check it out on YouTube. We love you. Pop Culture Rehab. Deuces.
Love you guys.